over the 10.5-month period that you've had to win that league, you're the best team that season, and nobody can take it away from you. And what an achievement it is for the club and for the city of Dundee, because you're dealing with Celtic and Rangers. Talking about Aberdeen, who were a very good side. They were like ourselves. They were called the new firm. And we were pitting our wits against the old firm and winning more often than not. So it was the start of a new era.
Have a good night tonight then, eh?
I'm more babysitting tonight, but anyway.
Babysitting? Will you be drunk babysitting
yes.
then?
Thank you very much, Paul.
And the celebrations went on long into the night in Dundee. Paul Hegarty, the Dundee United captain. He's been the backbone of the side along with Dave Nerry for so long, relishing the triumph. A very hospitable and charming club, celebrating in the traditional way, Mrs. Lindsay getting a hug there, the secretary, by popping. And then the speech by Mr. McLean, addressing the very successful troops.
First of all, obviously, we're all selfish in the game, but I'm pleased for myself. But that by no means is first and foremost. The most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, is that the players of Dundee United all season have done a magnificent job. And I don't think anywhere in Scotland, with the possible exception of Aberdeen and Celtic, will anybody grudge Dundee United players a title. I hope that they realise that the moaning that goes on with certain parties in the dressing room.
One party.
Is
Two.
Well, Walter Smith's no bad at it now too, actually, but I hope they will realise that it's not only for my benefit and the club's benefit, it's their benefit too, and it most certainly is their day. But equally important, I think the supporters through the season have been absolutely magnificent.
And there's no doubt about it, they relished it last night. It took me a while, but I did get him away from the crowd, into his office, for a quiet word. Jim, not this afternoon, but looking back over the entire season, what were these highlights, what were these meaningful moments, the significant things that bolstered you to eventually win the championship?
I think one of the vital games was obviously when we lost to Bohemians on the Wednesday and Aberdeen had beaten Bayern Munich on the Wednesday, and we played Aberdeen up at Aberdeen on the Saturday. I think that the players went on the park that day realising that if they didn't get it together that day, the season was finished for us, and that was a magnificent win that day for us. I think equally important, the Celtic at Parkhead was vital.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know it's very difficult, but nevertheless, there are players who are very significant in the team. Would you pick out any, those who did it for you when it mattered?
I honestly believe that it was a miracle Dundee United winning the title, and the reason it was a miracle is to think that 12 players have carried the club the whole season. Again, it's a criticism of the fringe players here not determined enough to push the players in possession of the place out the team. But we've asked 12 players the whole season to carry the burden of Dundee United, and it's not nearly enough.
What did you think of Ralph Mills' goal today? I thought it was of supreme skill.
I think actually you've said it yourself that almost week in and week out you come along and there's an odd bit of flashy brilliance from one player or another, but Ralph Milne's the same as Eamon Bannon. In recent weeks his goal today was absolutely magnificently taken, and for a boy that just turned 22 yesterday, it wasn't a bad birthday present for him.
Well, you said last week you would actually be shown on television smiling. We've got that recorded, actually.
There you've got another one now too there.
I think you said your wife doesn't have a glass of champagne. I think it's time you went away and plied her with the stuff.
Well, as I repeated, or I said to you when I won my first trophy, I asked my mother not to look while I got a drink out of the cup. That she went and dropped me in it again.
Well, here's another glass, by the way. Go on, come on, one wee sip.
Thanks very much.
2 sips in your football game.
I repeat the famous words, Miller, close your eyes.